Hi everyone. Today I'll introduce a new node called Load File Data. Find Load File Data under the Data section of the Flow category, then create it. In its parameters, you can enter a file path directly. You can also browse for a file. I prepared 4 sample files: TXT, TSV, CSV, and JSON. Let's begin with the JSON file. Select the JSON file, leave Format set to Auto, and save the node. Connect the node and run the flow once. After it finishes, inspect the latest output on the phone or in the information panel. The output includes path, file name, and format. It also includes text, value, and lines. For this file, it also provides JSON data and the content length. We can extract whichever value we need from this output. For example, add a pick field node. Select Load File Data as the source node. The available data includes value and JSON. Select JSON, then enter device.name as the field path. Save the configuration and connect the node. Run the flow again and inspect the result. The information panel shows that device.name was read as test Android device. This path first enters the device object, then reads its name field. You can use the same approach to read other values from the JSON data. Next, let's continue with the other file types. Change the node's file parameter to the CSV file. Save the change, then run the flow. Now, inspect the node's output. Value contains the file contents as an array. Rows contains every row from the CSV file. The output also reports the array length. Now, let's see how to retrieve data from rows. The output panel shows that rows is an array. Because it is an array, we cannot retrieve its items with pick field. Instead, use getArrayItem or forEach. ForEach can loop through the array, while getArrayItem retrieves one specific item. For this example, add getArrayItem. Connect it after load file data and open its parameters. Smart Connect automatically selects load file data as the array source. For data to use, select rows. Keep fixed index set to 0 to retrieve the first item. This configuration reads the first array item. Run the flow and inspect the result. The output reports index 0 and confirms that exists is true. Value contains the first row, including delay of 500 milliseconds, enabled set to true, and the task note. These are sample values prepared for this demonstration. That demonstrates how to read a CSV file. We can also try loading a TXT file. Run the flow and inspect its output. Text contains the complete text read from the file. Lines contains each line separately. Here, we can see the first line, the second line, and 5 lines in total. That completes this introduction to load file data. Thanks, everyone.